Hello friends, in today's class we'll see about the next chapter which is called comparing quantities. Now the comparison of two numbers or quantities when one is divided by another is called ratio. What do you mean by ratio? Ratio is the comparison of two quantities by when one is divided by another, that is called as the ratio. Now ratio is denoted by the symbol these two dots, that is colon, isn't it? So it is called, how do you say is 2 is to 3. When 2 this dot and 3 is written, suppose I write like this 2.3, how do you read it? You read it as 2 is to 3. Okay, it is denoted by this symbol. Now let us see one problem. If the cost of a pen is rupees 10 and the cost of the pencil is rupees 2, what is the ratio of the cost of the pen to the cost of the pencil? So this can be done by dividing 10 by 2. When I divide 10 by 2, I get 5 by 1. Or in the other words, 5 is to 1 is the ratio of the cost of the pen to the cost of the pencil. I hope you understood how you find ratios. Okay. Now, when you compare, when you go for ratios, both the quantities should be in the same unit. That is, if you have to compare 6 kilometers and 6000 meters, if you have to compare 6 kilometers and 600 meters, you cannot compare them. You have to convert kilometers into meters, make them in the same unit, and only then you can compare. Two quantities can be compared only when they are in the same unit. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now this is about ratios. We will now go to the next problem, that is find the ratio of 6 kilometer to 600 meters. So in this case you should know the relationship between kilometers and meters, that is 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. Okay. So here I have to convert my 6 kilometers to meters. So convert both the distance to the same unit. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Therefore 6 kilometer is equal to 6000 meters. Here I am asked to find the ratio of 6000 meters to 600 meters. So 6000 by 600 is what? All the zeros will get cut and 6 will get cut. It is 10 by 1 or 10 is to 1 is the ratio. One more thing I would like to tell here is, when you convert 1 kilometer to 1000 meters, I am going from a big quantity to a small quantity. That is, I am going from B to S. That is a big quantity to a small quantity. In that case, what you should do? BSM, that is multiply. When I go from a big kilometer to meter, when I go from a big quantity to a small quantity, I should multiply. And when I go from a small quantity to a big quantity, I should divide. I hope all of you got this. Don't get confused in this. Suppose I am given 100 meters, I am asked to convert it into kilometers. What should you do? Will you divide or will you multiply? You are going from a small unit meters to kilometers. So in that case you have to divide. Okay, I hope all of you understood this. The next one is equivalent ratios. Ratios which are equal to one another are called equivalent ratios. Find if the following ratios are equivalent. You have to find if the following ratios are equivalent. You are given 4 is to 6 and 6 is to 9. So we will write them as 4 is to 6, which can be further divided into 2 by 3, and 6 by 9 can be further divided into 2 by 3. Therefore both the ratios are equivalent. Now we will take this one 4:7 and 4:2. 4:7, it cannot be brought down into lower thing. Now this 4/2 can be made into 2/1. Now we can tell they are equivalent only when we have the same denominator. Okay, so I'll multiply this by 7 on both the sides. I get 2/7. But 2/7 is not equal to 4/7. Therefore, both the ratios are not equivalent. Okay, I hope you understood this. We'll go to the next one. A map is given with a scale of 2 centimeter equal to 1000 kilometers. You all know in a map we have something called scale, isn't it? If 2 centimeter on the map, it will correspond to 1000 kilometers on the real distance. Okay, so 2 centimeter is equal to 1000 kilometer. What is the actual distance between the two places in kilometers if the distance in the map is 4 centimeter? That is, if 2 centimeter is equal to 1000 kilometer, then what is the actual distance when the distance between two places is 4 centimeter? Okay, so for 2 centimeter the distance is 1000 kilometer. Therefore for 1 centimeter, so 1000 by 2. So in all these problems what we have to do is we have to find the unit value. Per unit what is the value, and then we can divide by whatever is asked for. Thus for 4 centimeter is 1000 by 2 into 4, which is equal to 2000 kilometer. I hope you understood this. We will see another problem. 6 bowls cost rupees 90. What would be the cost of 10 such bowls? See, first you are given 6 bowls cost 90 rupees. First you have to find the unit cost. Okay, cost of 6 bowls is equal to rupees 90. What is the cost of 1 bowl? How will you find it? 90 divided by 6 will give us the cost of 1 bowl. Suppose I tell you, you buy 2 pen for rupees 20 rupees. What is the cost of 1 pen? How did you find out? 20 by 2, isn't it? Similarly, when I say 6 bowls cost rupees 90, what is the cost of 1 bowl? 90 by 6, which is equal to rupees 15. I find out the unit cost. Unit means for one bowl, what is the cost? I find out. It is asked to find for 10 such bowls. So cost of 10 bowls is equal to 15 into 10, which is equal to rupees 150. This is called the per unit method of finding the values. Okay. Now we'll go to the next topic, that is percentage. What does percentage means? Percentage means the measure of a quantity per 100. Percentages are fractions with denominator 100. It is represented by the symbol. This is how we represent percentage. Okay. Now I will go to a problem. Mala has a collection of bangles. She has 20 gold bangles and 10 silver bangles. What is the percentage of bangles of each type? Now this problem, we have to understand certain things. What is it? Total number of bangles. What are the total number of bangles? It is 20 gold and 10 silver. Therefore, their total number of bangles is 30. Now out of the 30 bangles, the number of gold is 20. So when the bangles is 30, the gold is 20 bangles. So out of 100, because we have been asked to find the percentage of bangles of each type. So when it is 30, when the total is 30, 20 is the gold bangles. Therefore, when the total is 100, the number of gold bangles, how will you write? 20 by 30 into 100, which is nothing but 2 into 33.3, which is 66.7%. Similarly, the number of silver bangles is 10. So 10 by 30 into 100 is 33.3%. Now when I add these two percentages, I will get 100. I hope you understood this. When I say 20 by 30, it is 2 by 3. So when gold is 2 by 3, Silver will be 1 by 3. You should understand this ratios. Okay. Thank you, friends.